So I'm here today with my twin sister, and I'm going to be interviewing her over her talent. She discovered this talent a couple years ago, and I'm going to let her talk through her process and what it involves. So yeah, Tammy, introduce yourself, and then I'll start asking you some questions.
Hi, I'm Tammy Bavo. I'm 17 years old and I'm an artist.
Okay, Tammy. So when you get into your creative space, what does that look like for you?
Mostly boredom. I do it kind of whatever. I like to be comfortable when I do art, and it just comes out of nowhere. You know, I have to have some inspiration or motivation to do it, because if I don't, I won't do it.
So when did you discover art, and how did you get involved in it?
I discovered it my freshman year. I had to do an essay over my favorite singer, and at the time it was Ozuna, and I wanted to incorporate a picture of him, so I just found one off the internet, and I didn't trace it, I just drew it. I drew it, and I was like, wow, I'm actually good at this, like, wow, I'll do it again. And a few weeks later, I discovered The Weeknd, and I drew him, and I was like, I'm gonna make this my personality now. I'm just gonna draw.
And you like enjoyed it right off the bat? Like, you found something that you were good at, and
after that, it just kind of came naturally to me where I just wanted to draw because I was good at it.
And why do you draw? I mean, you just mentioned that you draw because you're good at it. Is there any other reason for this?
I like getting people's feedback. Like, I like to show it off sometimes.
Yeah, like the compliments.
Yes,
and the criticism.
those really help, because if I didn't get those, would I probably do it? Probably not. But sometimes I'll probably decorate my room with it, or I just like doing it for my free time, boredom.
And like, how does it make you feel? Like, does it calm you? Is it fun?
I've never used it as like a coping mechanism or for like therapy to calm me down, but
yeah.
If I have anxiety and I have literally nothing to do, like after a test, I'll get out a post-it note and I'll just start drawing on it.
Little sketches, right?
Yeah, little sketches, and I'll turn that into something. Or sometimes people will get me recommendations of what they want to draw, and I'll be like, sure, and I'll just draw for them.
And now there's different kinds of art. You know, there's painting, pencil, crayon. Can you talk a little bit about what your favorite art is and why?
Okay, so I like portrait art, specifically of The Weeknd. Mostly him. Typically Caucasians and females are more difficult to draw, in my opinion, so I just stick to males and him. And portraits is what I do. Sometimes I do landscapes, but they're not what I really like. I really like details. If you can look at my drawing and be like, yes, I know exactly who that is, then that just like makes me so happy. So it's just like that. And I started doing graphite art, which is just not colored pencil, but just mechanical pencil and graphite. And then I moved on to colored pencil, and I tried paint, didn't really like it, so probably won't do it again. But oil pastels is something I really like too. So those are the three art that I do: graphite, color pencil, and oil pastel, and charcoal.
Charcoal, yeah. So you've had many experiences drawing different things, like The Weeknd. His vinyl is behind you.
Yeah.
But like, what is your favorite art experiences? How have those experiences shaped you? And what is your favorite drawing?
Okay, so I have many favorite drawings. I don't think they're here with me right now. I'm gonna have to go get them. But experiences, I like doing it at school. I don't like drawing at home. At home, I find it boring and repetitive, and I don't find satisfaction. But when I do it at school, typically it's harder to do at school because you're limited to your surroundings, like what people see, you have people looking, you know, you feel a little judged. It's like it gives you a little bit of adrenaline.
But you like that?
Oh yeah. It's because I like
Interesting.
people walking by and be like, oh yeah, what is that? And be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's my drawing's not done yet. And it goes, every artist, they'll tell you about this, it goes through an ugly phase and it's, well, you're not done yet. And you're like, oh, please don't look at it because it looks so ugly. But you have to trust the process. And
Trust
go through
the
it.
process and wait for that end result.
My favorite drawing is all of them on the weekend. So I would
Yeah.
probably say.
Last question before I let you go. For anyone who is starting art and they just don't find the motivation, what is your piece of advice to them?
Okay, so that's a difficult one because no one gave me advice when I first started drawing. I used to see people who are talented people be like, I wish my hand could just follow that line too. So the advice I would tell people is to start small. Just pick up a pencil, look at an image, and just try. And if you have to trace to get that muscle memory, go for it. And not everyone comes out to be like amazing artists, but if you start small and inspire people and give them, be like, oh, I could never draw, just try. You might be surprised by the results.
Well, thank you, Tammy, for this interview. Keep doing what you're doing with your drawing. I know how hard you work on them, and thank you for the time for doing this interview.
Each one takes about 40+ hours to do.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That level right there. So thank you for this interview, and yeah.